Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining another live. Hey, girls, come on in, have a seat, sit down. We are going to have a great little conversation today, and it's going to be all about natural hair. How do you style your natural hair? Especially different styles that you can do on your hair in a wash and go. And we're talking about easy, breezy, summer hairstyles that you can do. And no, you don't need a bunch of skills. No, you don't need a lot of products. If anything, all of these styles are going to be more around tools and skills, which you don't even need a lot of. So welcome to the live. Thank you for joining. A huge shout out to P&G for sponsoring today's live. Thank you so much for believing in me, for supporting my channel so that I can provide this quality content to my audience. So without further ado, let's get started. I want this live to be as interactive as possible. So if you have any questions as we go through these styles, because we are going to do several styles, girl, then ask away. Use the chat button. I can see your questions, and if I'm looking away, that's because I am reading your questions. That's what we're doing. All right, so I name this live different hairstyles that you can do on your wash and go. So let's define a wash and go really quickly, right? A wash and go is when you wash your hair and you do not go anywhere. You sit down and style your hair, and the styler of choice is typically a gel. So you would put a bunch of gel on your hair so that you can get something similar to this. Now, this is a wash and go on my natural hair, specifically 4C hair. And we love it. We do. And the reason why I like the wash and go is because I didn't always love a wash and go. I didn't always love my hair texture. And now that I am comfortable with my hair, I'm comfortable with my texture, I love wearing her as is. So a wash and go allows me to definitely show off my texture, show off my natural hair in ways that I always used to hide in the past. So now we're not hiding her anymore. We are wearing her proudly with confidence, okay? So this is what a wash and go looks like for me. So we're gonna use this as a starting point, and I like using it as a starting point because you can do so much with your hair after you do your initial wash and style or wash and go. And a lot of people struggle with that, and they feel that, when you do your wash and go, you're stuck in that one style. And I'm here to tell you, girl, that you are not. So, like I said, we're going to do several styles today. Let's go through the tools that you are going to need. You don't need a lot, but I have a few things that I want you to have if you want to try these hairstyles yourself, if you want to do it at home. So the first thing is a water bottle. We, love our water when it comes to natural hair. There's a few reasons why I, encourage someone to have this on hand, even if you don't use it. When it comes to setting your hair in a wash and go, you have gel in your hair. Depending on how strong your gel initially is or the hold of your gel, your hair may be a little harder to move around. And I think with a little bit of water, you're going to break the cast just a little bit, and it's going to make your hair a bit more malleable. You can move your hair, you can do different styles with her, and this is why I advise having water on hand, because guess what? You can use it, and it's not going to do anything to your hair. It's not going to add more buildup to your hair. It's not going to take away if you don't use too much. So let's go in with a water bottle. I like to have a little bit of edge control on hand with a tool. That is absolutely optional, but if you want to lay your edges, if you want to get things a little bit neater, then you can use your edge control. I have a brush, although I likely will not be using it, but if you are at home and you want to use it, then go ahead. I also have a little headscarf situation, Nothing fancy, but it's summertime and we love colors. We love hair wraps and scarves. So we have this one on hand. And the last, well, the next two things. The next thing that we have is bobby pins, okay? Honestly, bobby pins is the star of the show today because we need a lot of them. And bobby pins, honestly, I just feel like it's so underrated. You can do so much with bobby pins in your hair, and I just feel like they don't get paid enough. They don't get their grace. They don't get their roses. So we are going to use bobby pins today. And the last thing that we have is this big headband. This is by Goody. And I really like this one because it's really thick. I feel like it's made for my natural hair. I have a lot of hair, you know. I have a lot of hair that I'm trying to contain. And this will help me do just that. And I also like how it doesn't have any of, let's say, metal in it. So it's going to protect my hair and it's not going to rip my beautiful natural hair out. All right. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and start styling. So the first style that we are going to do is already done. Wear your wash and go. Yes, I know. This is boring. Before you click out though, just understand that your wash and go is beautiful. Your hair texture is beautiful. I just want to give a little word of encouragement that if you don't feel confident wearing your wash and go, then you need to wear your wash and go. That's the only way that you're going to start to feel confident and feel comfortable wearing your hair out is by doing it. Do it over and over. Don't worry about what other people are going to say, especially in the summer. It's the perfect time to just let your hair breathe, let your scalp breathe. You know, the humidities outside is going to take care of your hair. So wear your wash and go. And someone in the comments said that bobby pins are always going missing. I don't know what it is. You know what? My theory is that we don't pay bobby pins enough. So they are just walking right out of our lives. You sneeze and you lose 3 bobby pins. I don't understand it. So it's actually perfect that I have this little casing that I put them in. So when I'm done, I still lose a ton, but at least I have a few that are in here and I know where they are. But otherwise, I don't know what it is with bobby pins, girl. You're right. They just gone with the wind. Right, so back to styling. If you think that this is a little boring wearing your wash and go, then you can use a scarf. Now use a head wrap, use a scarf, use whatever that you have. I am going to be using this one and I'll show you very quickly. You don't even need to make this complicated, okay? So there we go. It goes in. Push it back a little bit if you want to. If not, you can just leave it as is and tie it in the back. Ladies and gentlemen, just like that, we have our first style. Now look how cute this is, right? Let me take off my glasses so you can really see. Look how, this is just giving me, I woke up like this, you know, I'm going for a drink with the girls. That's it. That's the vibe. I woke up like this. Very simple, and you can wear your hair out if you want to push it back just a little bit more. Options are limitless. Boom. Okay. First style is already done. All right, so I want to encourage you to wear your wash and go as is. Now, if you want to go for something a little bit more she, a little bit more, you know, I woke up like this and I kind of tried but didn't, this is the next style for you. So we're going to go with a little bit of water. And a quick tip when it comes to, let's say, wetting your hair, right? If you don't want to completely put water on your hair and you don't want to, let's say, break the cast or, you know, disrupt your little ringlets, don't spray your hair, spray your hands. I know. So I'm going to go in, spray my hands and try not to spray it all over my electronics and just go in. And it adds just enough moisture to your hair without it being too much, without it disrupting your style. So now we're going to go in. I'm going to do a little swoop situation with my hands, just like that. And we're going to go with bobby pins. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I said it. The bobby pins that are going missing, we are going to put them in our hair. Does my hair feel moisturized? My hair feels great right now. By the way, this is 5-day post wash day, right? So I did my wash and go 5 days ago, and the gel that I use are really good. Like, my hair feels really nice. It feels really moisturized, and I have absolutely no problem right now. So yes, I would say my hair feels nice, and I don't feel the need to re-moisturizer. I'm only adding a little bit of water because I want to move my hair around. Next question, as I put my bobby pins in. Quick little tip when you're adding your bobby pins. If you see I'm not moving this hand and I'm keeping it exactly where I want to line my bobby pin. So I'm just going to keep going up this way because otherwise bobby pins are going to get lost in your hair, especially if you have really thick hair. So once you put your hand, you see that? It don't move. Once you do that, and you know exactly where you have to add your bobby pins. Now, if you have long nails, it may be a little more difficult, but you can do it. There we go. That goes right in. Make sure that it's in. Boom. Now we have one side up, and I'm just going to go back a little bit and anchor my hand once again and add one more bobby pin to the side because I want it to be like a side hawk. Matter of fact, that is the name of the style, is a side hawk. So boom, now that we have this, we're going to play with the front just a little bit. All right. And there we go. We have our next style. Easy, breezy, beautiful, natural hair. That is it. Just a nice little anchor to the side, right? And if you want to cover the bobby pins, just simply push your hair a little bit to the front. And boom, there we have it. Leave you a little 360. Right? Tell me I don't look like I woke up, I didn't try too much, but I have to go to brunch. This is the vibe. I'm going for brunch. Give me a nice, strong mimosa. That's it. Now, we are going to move to our third style. We're already blazing right on through, right? And our third style, my loves, is, you probably guessed it, a frohawk. Yeah, now we're going to go to the other side. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of water to my hand, just a little bit. And just go swoop. And I'm going to keep my hand there, right? So once I feel like it is where I want it to be, this is where I want to line my bobby pins, I'm going to keep my hand there. So hand goes in because I am right-handed and I need my right hand. And we're just going to line our bobby pins. This is what we're going to do, you know? So once you do it, I like to overlap my bobby pins just a little bit so that nothing is bulky. And someone said, bobby pins never hold my hair in place like that. I have to use those mini combs. The mini combs are really nice too. Very nice options. And if your bobby pins are not holding your hair down, try overlapping them like I was saying. So I go halfway through a bobby pin, if that makes sense, and add a new bobby pin. And the reason why I do that is it creates a little bit more strength, I guess, especially depending on the kind of bobby pins. Not all bobby pins are created equal. Okay, girls. The one from Sally Beauty are really good. They're strong. They're like, the material is really hard versus, let's say, one that you get from, no shade, but Walmart. They're different. They're not all created equal. All right, so I think this is good. I'm going to add one more at the bottom. Oh, I missed that one, so I'm going to try it again. My guns are popping. This is a topic for another day. Your girl's been working out. All right, so now for the frohawk, because I want my hair to mainly be on top of my head, I'm going to you know, shape it that way. And a lot of the times with natural hair, it's about shaping your hair to look like how you want it to look. Okay, don't be scared to get in there. Don't be scared to mess things around, you know. So we have this side, it's all good. We have this side, all good. But if we want a little bit of volume on top, then go ahead and create some volume on top. Especially right there. What are you doing? Why are you flat? Well, take it away, pick at it, and boom, then you have a nice little shape. Right? And this one is really giving me like, this is like the summer hairstyle for me. If you are calling me and say, Jen, let's go out, that's how I'm showing up because it's so easy. It's so fast. You don't have to do a lot. You just need a few bobby pins or the combs. The combs are still pretty good because they're stronger and harder and they are going to anchor your hair down, especially if you have really thick hair. So yeah, this is how you can get yourself a nice little frohawk. I just literally need a mimosa. That's all that's missing. We're going to take a question. How do you maintain your wash and go at night? Well, girl, I don't do anything to my wash and go except for stuffing them in a bonnet. I know not a lot of people agree with this. A lot of people say to use a buff. I've never heard of that until recently, and I've looked into it. Basically, it's like a tube that you stuff your hair in. Imagine Marge Simpson, okay? Her hair, imagine if it was like in a buff, it would look like that. So you can stick your hair, put it all in and stick your hair straight out. Personally, I just feel like it wouldn't work very well with my hair. My hair will just keep that shape and it'll be hard to move her around. But if you have hair that's a little looser, maybe that would work for you. All right, let's go to the next style. Now, the next style is actually going to be in addition to this style. So you'll start that way. You do your little full hawk. And what I'm going to do is just take random chunks of hair and do a nice loose twist, okay? So I'm going to start in the back over here and do one big twist. And this is going to ruin my wash and go a little bit. So I wouldn't advise doing this on, you know, your first day. This is the style that you do when, you know, it's been 5-6 days and you know you should wash your hair, but you don't really want to. So you're going to do a style to help out, okay? This is the style that you would do. So see that? A very loose twist. And I'm just going to grab big sections of hair and continue to twist my hair as I answer your lovely questions. Someone said they can't do wash and goes all the time. That's fair. The danger or the concern that a lot of us have with wash and goes is single strand knots, especially when it comes to natural hair. You know, our hair shrinks a lot. So, I mean, Lord knows how long my hair is. If I pull on the strand, you will think that I'm a magician. I will show you. What, like, look at this. You see this? It's crazy. And you let her go, boom, magic tricks. So it's very interesting because once your hair is hydrated though and moisturized and you make sure that you keep your hair moisturized, I feel that it reduces some of the single strand knots that you can get by wearing a wash and go. Because once your hair is nice and moisturized and you consistently take care of your hair, I think that it helps with the single strand knots. However, to each his own, you know, it's a matter of comfort when it comes to wearing a wash and go. What gel did I use? So to do my wash and go, I used 2 different gels. By the way, if you want a detailed tutorial on the wash and go, specifically this wash and go, I have a video on my channel. You know, shameless plug. I have a video. All right, so a few more twists to go. And I mean, you guys see, I'm not even paying attention as to how I'm putting in the twist. I'm just putting in the twist, okay? You don't want to spend time trying to make this perfect because you actually don't want a part. Once we're done with the twist, I'll show you exactly what I do. And because of that, you don't want to part, you don't want to take a comb to your hair or anything like that, because that's just going to create unnecessary stress to your beautiful hair that you just don't need. You don't need that in your life. Someone said that my edges are coming back. Thank you. I'm so glad that you noticed. I actually think that the wash and goes have been helping not grow my edges, but give my edges a break. Because before that, I put a lot of tension on my edges. I did a lot of styles that required me to, well, not required. I laid down my edges a little too much, which is why I've taken a break from it. And doing a wash and go has really allowed me to give my edges a break. That's what it is. At the end of the day, you don't want to do too much to your edges. And if you have not fragile edges, it's thinner, the hair's a little bit thinner, you want to be mindful of how you take care of your edges. All right, so one more twist. So, like I said, I look a little crazy, but bear with me, Wait a minute, girl. Do not click off. I'm getting somewhere. All right, so we have the twist very loosely done. And now guess what? Bobby pins are coming back. We are going to pin them in however way that we think looks good. Now there isn't a recipe to this, okay? This is just a matter of pin where you want. Ooh, this looks good. Something like that. This is why I said it's not advisable to have a part, because you're going to have a part that you need to cover. Okay, so there we go. Now we're going to take these two and kind of connect them right in the middle here. And of course, I mean, if you're doing this at home, you can really take your time and make it a little bit neater. But I wouldn't even advise doing that. This is a stress-free style. I'm actually gonna stick that right in here so that I can use this one. There we go. All right, how are we doing? Are we still looking crazy? And then we are going to pin the back as well. Trust the process. I'm sweating a little bit, What if the process doesn't work out? All right, and then we have just a few more. I'll turn around to show you, and it's just honestly a matter of just twisting wherever you want. Okay. One more. And if it looks really crazy in the back, you guys better let me know, right? You're gonna let me know? All right. Wait a minute. I see something sticking out. What is that? Fixed. All right. So now it's a matter of tucking and fixing and moving. Let me see. How are we doing? We're looking good. If you need to take a little brush to the sides, you can do that. If you want to add a flower, oh, that would look so cute. You can add a flower to the side here as well. I think that would look amazing. What do we think? Right? It's like a little updo situation. I tried, but I succeeded. That's what it's giving. It's kind of cute. If you need to take a brush to the back, of course you can do that. I'll use it just because I said, I have it. There we go. Boom. 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 Where are you going? I'm going to Instagram. This is the style. This is the name. Going to Instagram. Oh, someone said a wedding guest. Yes, I can see it with a nice little flowy dress, mimosa in hand. I see it. All right, so now that was the fourth style. You guys, we've been here for like 20 minutes and I've already given you 4 styles. There's so much you can do with your wash and go. It's all a matter of just playing in your hair, okay? Don't be afraid to play with your hair. All right, now we're going to take all of our hard work out because the last style that I want to show you is a classic, and we can't discuss natural hairstyles without discussing the style. And I think you know what I'm going to talk about because it's like a go-to style for a lot of naturals. But while I take this style out, let us take some questions. Alrighty. That's cute and easy. It is very cute and easy. You don't even need to do too much to your hair, and it looks really good. That's some magic. I guess my hair is too short now. I think if your hair is a little bit shorter than mine, you can still do this. It's not, you'll just have to do a little bit more sections. And for example, where I pin my bobby pins, go further out just so you don't have a lot, like a big white part in the middle. And you can also do smaller twists, not too small now, but smaller twists so that you can pin them. And you don't have to pin them into each other. You can roll them and pin them into like around each other. So you don't have to stretch your hair or anything like that. Honestly, you can do a lot with the style. I think your hair doesn't have to be really long to do the style that I just did. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Oh, someone said they're subscribed and YouTube did not notify them. Wow. Well, I will save this video. Don't worry if you missed it. It was going to be saved on my channel. You know, sometimes YouTube is unreliable. That's it. One more bobby pin to take out, or just a few. I think that's it. Now that your wash and go is absolutely ruined, okay? And you're like, wow, what do I do with my hair? I don't know what to do. Well, Jen will tell you exactly what to do with your hair. All right. Now, we look, oh, one more. You think you're done, but you're not. What do you think of Camille, sorry, I don't have my glasses. Camille Curl Maker Gel. I haven't used Camille's Curl Maker, although it is on my list to try because so many people talk about it. And it's okay. The thing is, for the no oil, no butter challenge, we're going with some water because obviously my hair is all over the place now. And the water is going to help me get her back. The thing with the no oil and butter on natural hair is not a matter of not using oils and butter. It's not using raw oil and butter. So if a product has coconut oil, it's okay to use because it's formulated within the product versus buying straight coconut oil and using it on your hair. All right, so now, you know, let's say you woke up. Oh my God, I'm late. Where am I going? I'm 5 minutes away, which we all know that's a lie. There we go. We need a hairband in our life. We always need to have one of those ready to go. Why? Because these days where you just look crazy, that is right, ladies and gentlemen, a puff will always save you. You need to master the puff as a natural. I'm telling you, you need to. Now, I am not going to bother brushing my hair, although you could. I like to keep things simple with my hair. I don't like to manipulate her too much. So I'm not going to brush, but we're going to use this. And this is wide enough that you can just put it over your head without messing up your makeup or your earrings because that hurts. There we go. And we're just going to roll that up. That is it. The puff, you need to know how to do a puff. Okay, when it all fails, do a puff. You see that? We're almost done. We just have to fix the top. And I like to actually put I need a mirror. I like to make sure that my puff is condensed just because if your hair is on the thinner side or if your hair started a little bit more stretched, when it's compacted, it doesn't look like it's thinner or doesn't look like it was crazy 2 seconds ago. So compact that in. If you need to use a little bit of water, you know, you can go ahead and use that. If you need to add a little bit of gel to your edges, you can go ahead and do that. And just like that, it's like magic. I instantly look like I'm ready to go out the door. When I said 5 minutes, sis, I meant 5 minutes. always a good idea to make sure that things are symmetrical. At least that's my pet peeve, you know. I don't like a crooked puff. A crooked puff will defile you in public. Barrel, boom, boom. Okay, wait. There we go. 360 time. Also, a puff will make you look like you have more hair, right? So, by the way, I'm not going all the way when it comes to putting the headband. As you can see, she is still resting around the perimeter of my head. Now, if you feel like you're not confident, you feel like this is going to roll and disrespect you in public, or you have a long day, guess what? Bobby pins once again. You can use a bobby pin. Let's see if I can do this. You can use a bobby pin to anchor your headband. So just go ahead and push it right in, right there. And you can use another one at the bottom, right there. Take a bobby pin, push it through, and just put it in the opposite direction. So for example, the front, I went sideways a little bit, and the back, I went down. And it's going to keep your headband on all day, no matter what you're doing. No, I'm not judging, but no matter what you're doing, it's going to stay on. That hair tie was from Goody. Okay, Goodies, it comes with a pack of 5, I believe, and it's super cheap. It's like $5. It's not anything special. You can get it at any drugstore, and I absolutely love them. Like I said, it's thick and it's great for my natural hair. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. 5 quick hairstyle you can do on your wash and go. If you need to extend your wash and go, if you need to quickly switch things up, you know, let's say you saw a friend yesterday and you hanging out again tomorrow, you don't need to look the same. You can switch it up. You can absolutely do that. Someone said that old stockings work, and I absolutely agree. And it's very delicate on your hair as well. This question may have already been asked, but do you put on a bonnet at night, or do you twist your hair up first? I just put on a bonnet. I don't twist my hair up at all. It is a little scary though when you wake up in the morning if you just stuff your hair in a bonnet. Your hair is going to be flat, especially depending on how you sleep. I sleep on one side of my face, so one side of my hair is usually flatter than usual, and I just, use my hands and put her back into shape. Don't be afraid to play with your hair. Don't be afraid to use your fingers to shape your hair where you want it to go. I know some people blow dry their roots a little bit to stretch out their wash and go, so that prevents them from having a lot of single strand knots or from their hair shrinking too much. So that's an option if shrinkage is your concern. But I highly encourage you guys to wear your natural hair and wear it proudly, so that I don't know. There's something about wearing your own hair that just really makes you confident, personally for me. And it didn't happen overnight. It didn't start out this way. I mean, I've been wearing my natural hair for the past 10 years. But the more you wear it, the more confident you are. And the more styles you're able to have in your arsenal in the back burner. Because, I mean, if you need to go, you need to go. So you will start learning some of these styles. And I'm more than happy to teach you guys, because this is what I do. I may have missed it, but where did you get the scarf? The scarf was, good question. I have to think about that one. It was gifted, and I have to think of the company. When I think about it, I will put it in the description bar below when this video is posted. This is the question that everyone has. Will I go back to using oils and butters on my natural hair? And the question is, well, the answer is not yet. There's so many different styles that I want to do. There's so many different things that I want to experiment with. I didn't have a problem with oils and butters in my hair, so I still don't have a problem with going back to them, but not as much as I used to, I think. One thing that I've learned by not using oils and butters is that my hair doesn't need them as much as I thought they did. But I have nothing against oils and butters. You guys already know. I love them. All right, any more questions? see. I have thick hair too. The biggest one didn't work. Ooh, the big headband didn't work. Well, girl, how thick is your hair? Someone said that the puff cuff is a good option. I've never used it. Okay, full disclaimer. However, I see a lot of Instagram posts and it scares me a little bit just the way that it is. It seems like you have to pull your hair all the way up, and I don't actually like that. I like not going all the way because one, it makes my hair look longer than it is. It makes my puff look bigger, and two, it's very loose, like it's not tight, and I like that. I am trying to make sure that I didn't miss any of your questions. Natural hair is like magic, okay? I have to say, natural hair is it's beautiful, it's interesting. Lint check update. That's a whole other video because honestly, I don't even know how long my hair is now. I will do that for you, girl. I will make a video on my length. My hair is so short and damaged, I don't feel confident wearing it out. But why is your hair damaged? What have you been doing to it? Huh, D, we need to talk. Slide in my DM, girl. We'll get your hair back to being healthy. All right, so these are the 5 styles that I had for you guys. I hope that it helps you on your natural hair journey. You don't have to start with a wash and go to do these styles. You can start, you know, just wash and condition, moisturize your hair, and go straight into one of these styles if you want to. You can start from a blow dry or with your hair stretch if you wanted to as well. There's so many different ways that you can start so that you can do any of these styles. And D answer, she said lack of care. Wow, I love the accountability there, D. And honestly, with natural hair, if you care for her, she will grow, she will flourish. So don't be like D, you guys. Take care of your hair and she is going to flourish. And D, slide in my DM. We'll figure it out. I want to help you. All right, that is it for today's live. It was a quick little this is what you need to do. This is how you can style your hair. And there's so many different ways. Honestly, as you guys can see, you just play with your hair. You can start with one style and it evolve over time. And you can keep playing at it. Keep making twists here, using your bobby pins there, using a headscarf. I mean, right now it's summertime. This is the best time to do it. It's the best time to experiment with your hair. It really is. So thank you so much for joining the live. I hope that it was helpful. I hope that yeah, you like the styles. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Slide in my DM. I'm on Instagram. D Jackson. Follow me. And I will see you guys somewhere on the internet for sure. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.